कैसे हैं आप दोस्तों। आज मैं फिर से आपको एक नया यूनिवर्सिटी लेकर जा रहा हूं। मैं एक नई यूनिवर्सिटी जहां आपके बच्चे जो है वो देखते हैं। मैंने जो है बहुत नाम सुना है कि जो है इस यूनिवर्सिटी का बहुत अच्छा, बहुत बड़ी यूनिवर्सिटी है। ये भी ऑस्ट्रेलियन यूनिवर्सिटी है। और बने रहे मेरे साथ और ख़ुद से देखिए आप जो है कैसा है उसका एक्सपोजर, क्या उसका कैंपस है, उसके बच्चे के स्टूडेंट कैसे हैं, बच्चे कैसे हैं, इंटरेक्शन वो आपको एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर में, उसके फीस रेट क्या है, ये सारी चीज़ ओवरव्यू, उसके बारे में हिस्ट्री आपको मैं सारा कोशिश करूँगा सारा कवर करने का। और आप बने रहे मेरे साथ। स्टे ट्यून्ड। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
If you're computer science, you won't be using this lab so much.
Yeah, you won't be using this lab so much, but however, you can still visit this if you're interested. If there's like an electric you take maybe. There's different procedures, like electrons and stuff like that. What's that? This is the thermal one. This is like visiting house issues available.
सेफ्टी का
If you're doing a project, for the final project, you might be able to do this.
This is a mechanical and mechatronics lab, mostly for engineering. So these are some samples student designed and 3D printed in engineering courses. Let's say, for example, I want to design a drone with the solar system.
The whole program depends on how you start your If you're in the freshman program, you should.
Because when I do this, I'm sending a signal to it. There is an energy storage inside. There's an energy storage to be able to supply all the powers. Yes, and there is a motor, something that joints. To lift it up and down. PLC as well, if you want to look at it, or control system. You can use a PLC, you can use a microcontroller, you can use a lot of different items. So you have a control system inside, or a brain if you want to call it nowadays. So all this, it's mixed as a one project. So this project is communications, electrical, mechanical, if you want to talk about the joints and the integrity of it. This joints, how many kilo can it, the pressure. So this, you can say it's a combined effort of everyone. Let me give you another example. Our student doing a project for IoT and machine learning. So we use our mechanical engineering student to design the box using 3D printing. Okay? Then, of course, they need to get an input from our IoT engineers, which is electrical or computer. They will get the details, they put it through. Then we will have our computer or embedded system to program this. This will go inside program. Now we need a power for it. Everything need a power. Okay, you're gonna have a laptop put in there, or do you want 5 volt, 6 volt, whatever you want. So then they can go ahead and design it. So this IoT sensors will go everywhere. It's made in here. You put in. It's an effort between our electrical, computer, mechanical students to complete a minor item. Of course, collaboration in a bigger scale. Anyone in here work in the industry for civil, electrical, computer? Anyone? Civil. I came from a background where we used to do a power station project. Power station project, we used to sit with a feasibility study with the civil. Let me go through the detail with the steel. We want to earth the steel. It will take us for half a day to earth and bond the steel. What type of bond? Double C clamp, cat welding, all this information, it's mixed between earthing system design, electrical, and a civil structure. Why? Because you don't want to cause cancer to the steel. Then you want to go into the building. You want to allow for plumbing, air conditioning, MEP, mechanical and electrical services, sewer. So this is where you want to go sit together. They don't clash. Plus, you have a civil engineer requirement. This is this system for a disabled people. That's why the PowerPoint has to be at this level. The exit, the entry, the egress, all this information. That's why we try to show the students that it's a working project. It's a joint collaborations between all departments. That's why in this lab, we encourage the students to join work in a final year project, to try to seek input from mechanical, electrical, computer. Why? We want their project to be a very powerful one, very strong one. If our students decided, if any student decided to work, every student are brilliant. Us as a professor, we open up the door. We make it clear path for them to go from this point to this point. Last year, we had 4 students publish in IEEE conferences. Publish in IEEE conferences mean automatically put themselves in the top 2 or 5% worldwide. Why? Because their final year projects, they put a lot of effort. They use really proper simulation tools. They use really proper comparison tools where it shows their advancements. That's why in here, I keep telling them, don't call it Power Lab. It's no longer Power Lab. The reason why is mechatronics need to use it. Electrical need to use it. Communications, they will use it. We have that PCB printer. When we print the devices, anyone can go design. When they finish the design, they can go ahead and print it. This will give the students an edge, a smooth path to the industry. Why? Because it will allow them to deal with other students. When they deal with other students from a different discipline, when they finish as an engineer, I'm an electrical, hey, I'm sitting with civil. Yeah, it's normal for me. Why? Because I'm already dealing with civil. I'm already dealing with mechanical. I'm already dealing, so this working in a group or collaborations, it's a simple. That's where the whole lab is. Integration and lab, working in a group, meeting the learning outcome, trying your best to understand the theory and how is it applicable. For example, this is a transmission line. I can run a transmission line under different impedances. The student can measure the real and reactive power. When do they use a compensation? I'm giving you this purely from a power perspective. When they use a compensation, capacitor or an inductor to offset the inductance, reactance inside the transmission line. Okay, great. Mechatronics student have a problem with the motor. Okay, let's come in here. We use our motor generator system. For them to explain more, look, if you give it more voltage, you increase the speed, you reduce the speed. However, you have to be very careful. If you increase more the voltage, you might damage the winding of your, so this, then they will go into more understanding of the topic. That's the whole idea behind the lab of this one. Anyone has any questions?
Quite interesting from what we have learned in our colleges. Quite a change from that perspective.
Look, I did engineering when renewable energy were just started. It purely was most of our power generation come from diesel, fuel, rotational machine. Now, renewable energy, it's a power electronics. So power electronics, this is our power electronics devices, where students can also practice in it. So it's not power electronics. What would you do is, you have a smart city. What's a smart city now is made of? Electric vehicle, which is battery. It's made of renewable energy. It's a micro or nano grid. What's made of? Load. What's a load? Variable load. I have a motor load, I have a light load, I have a lot of different items. This is a mixed industrial, commercial. I need a smart way to predict I need to make sure avoid a power outage. Why? I have to have a predictive maintenance. I need to have a smart way. So all these combinations where our student will be able to actually physically test everything in here. Any hypothesis that they have in their mind, they can translate it into one of our software, Simulink, MATLAB, any software you want. And then if it's feasible, they can physically implement it and test it. That's where we ensure our student excel, not only in just writing, excel in really how to take this from here to a piece of paper or computer into a prototype.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And you have the student representative council. Him right there is Josh. He's the president of the community. So we as a council are basically students' voice. Any issues or any concern, you can come to us at any time. We get back to you as soon as possible. We handle all the events, the workshop. Any event is going on, it goes through us. We are there at any time. So like we have a MCF event coming up. Basically, it's a multicultural event. So like there's going to be different cultures like Afghanistan, Philippines, and Indian, different types of dances, live DJ. We also have like different clubs such as dance club, art club, music club, philosophy club, societies like entrepreneur society, engineering society, tech club. So anything tech club is like AI related based. So like anything you want, you can go to, you can come to us like at any time. So yeah, and yes, have a nice time. Thank you.
It would be beneficial for you. You have a tech club as well. We have unitour after 4 months.
कहाँ
Sometimes you'll have to wait. For example, we have
इंटरव्यू रूम
One of the joints move this way. Yes. Like let's say rotate. But then we
आपको 20% डिस्काउंट आपको इसमें मिलेगा। ये 48 की पड़ती है, ये 52 की पड़ती है।
जी जी। इसमें कितना कंप्यूटर का आपको?
ये भी 60,000।
ये देखिए इंजीनियरिंग है,
इंजीनियरिंग 65 की है, बाकी जो भी हैं वो 60 की।
मतलब कंप्यूटर साइंस है ना।
फिर से ये कंप्यूटर साइंस बैचलर कंप्यूटर साइंस 3 इयर्स और 4 इयर्स, ये क्या है सर जी?
ये 5 years है ना, 4 years और 5 years।
नहीं 3 इयर्स वही
ना
कंप्यूटर
3 years, ओके।
इंजीनियरिंग है ये, देखिए इंजीनियरिंग सिर्फ 4 इयर्स। इंजीनियरिंग के अंदर 3 साल का ऑप्शन ही नहीं है। इंजीनियरिंग में 3 साल का ऑप्शन ही नहीं है।
ओके, दिस इज क्लियर नाउ।
ये 65
हाँ,
This 65 is without any discount.
65 विदाउट एनी डिस्काउंट।
Without any discount. This is the listed price. उस पर आपको 20% जनवरी फॉर 2026 यूर टॉपिक, वो अभी तक खुली नहीं है कुछ, वो रफली अगस्त में खुलेगी। उसकी डेडलाइन जो होगी अक्टूबर।
For each semester, do we have any installment like monthly or 3 times of?
Yeah, हर semester is divided into 50, 25, 25.
50, 25, 20, 3 installment.
फर्स्ट
time
टाइम
फुल ईयर का भी पे करेंगे।
There
फुल
will
ईयर
be
का अगर आप
discount?
एक साथ पे करेंगे तो आपको एडिशनल 5%।
Yeah, additional 5%. Okay, that's why I wanted to ask actually.
60 1 year